Do you ever find yourself pondering whether your feline companion experiences the chill of winter in quite the same way you do? You might instinctively turn up the heating, offer them an extra delicious treat, or allow them to doze off wherever their heart desires. It feels like you're instinctively protecting them, doesn't it? But what if some of these well-intentioned efforts to help are, in fact, inadvertently causing them harm? Every winter, countless cats silently endure discomfort that manifests as kidney strain, stiffness in their joints, and chronic pain. These issues are often triggered by innocent, yet misguided, mistakes their devoted owners make without a second thought. And the candid truth is, you're probably making at least one of them right now. 1. You're feeding comforting winter portions. Do you ever catch yourself giving your cat a little extra food during the colder months because it just feels instinctively right? Perhaps you feel you're helping them prepare for the dropping temperatures, or simply demonstrating additional affection during the darker, longer evenings? Most owners do this without truly appreciating the significant harm this seemingly kind gesture inadvertently causes. During winter, cats typically move less and consequently burn fewer calories, a completely normal behavioral shift. However, their appetite often remains consistent, particularly if your cat lives in a controlled, temperature-regulated indoor environment. That occasional extra scoop here and there slowly but surely adds up. And weight gain in cats doesn't merely equate to a chubby belly. It profoundly impacts their joints, places strain on their heart, and can even hinder their ability to groom themselves properly. Over time, this accumulation of weight leads to increased fatigue, noticeably lower energy levels, and systemic inflammation that can manifest as moodiness or a tendency to withdraw. The intelligent approach here centers on smarter, more mindful feeding practices. Keep their meal portions proportionate to their actual activity levels. And instead of simply adding more food, prioritize nutritional quality. Consider serving wet food gently warmed to body temperature. This significantly enhances hydration, aids digestion, and promotes a quicker sense of satiety. Remember, treats are perfectly fine in moderation, but during winter, every single calorie truly counts. And later in this video, I'll reveal a seemingly innocuous habit that is actually causing your cat physical discomfort every single day. I can almost guarantee it's happening in your home right now. 2. You're skipping playtime because it's too cold. Have you noticed your cat sleeping more in winter and simply assume they require additional rest? It's an easy and understandable mistake to make. The truth, however, is that a significant number of cats sleep due to sheer boredom, rather than genuine fatigue. When the days shorten and the house feels somewhat stagnant or quiet, their innate predatory instincts can diminish, and with that, their mood and overall energy levels wane. Cats are genetically programmed to stalk, chase, and pounce several times a day. When this crucial routine is disrupted or disappears, levels of stress hormones can escalate, leading to weight gain, increased irritability, and even destructive behaviors like scratching furniture or sudden, unprovoked biting. The good news is you don't need extensive play sessions to rectify this. Just 10 minutes of focused, interactive activity twice a day can effectively re-establish their natural rhythm and balance. Use toys that effectively simulate real prey, such as feather wands or small moving mice, and always allow your cat to win the hunt at the culmination of play. That simple victory triggers a release of dopamine in their body, the very neurochemical responsible for feelings of calm and contentment. And just a quick note, if this information is already making you reevaluate your feline companion's winter care, please do go ahead and hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat owners who might be making these exact same mistakes. 3. You're sealing every window to keep warmth in. Do you ever notice your home feeling stuffy and somewhat oppressive during winter, even when it's perfectly warm? That's because when we hermetically seal every window to conserve warmth, we also inadvertently trap something far less desirable. The air your cat breathes becomes stagnant, laden with accumulated dust, elevated levels of carbon dioxide, and pervasive microscopic allergens that irritate their delicate respiratory passages and sensitive eyes. Cats are extraordinarily sensitive to the nuances of air quality, and in closed winter environments, their bodies start expending greater effort simply to procure adequate clean oxygen. Over time, that can lead to diminished energy levels, bouts of sneezing, and what is frequently misconstrued by owners as mere laziness. But the truth is, it's not about being lazy. It's a profound fatigue stemming from inadequate air circulation. Here's a simple fix that can potentially extend your cat's healthy lifespan by years. Gently crack open a window for a few minutes each day, particularly during the sunniest part of the day. No matter how cold it might seem, your home genuinely needs a little fresh air. Let that clean air move through the room, whilst ensuring your cat is not exposed to direct, chilling drafts. And if you live in a region experiencing extreme cold, invest in a high-quality air purifier to keep the air fresh and safe. Your home will still feel comforting, but your cat will experience easier breathing and maintain a greater state of alertness. 4. You're lighting winter candles and diffusers. Do you love infusing your home with the gentle glow of candlelight, or the inviting aroma of soft winter scents? It feels relaxing, safe, and utterly comforting, doesn't it? But for your cat, that seemingly cozy atmosphere can become an insidious source of stress or even serious illness. Many candles, air fresheners, and essential oil diffusers emit chemical compounds that, whilst perfectly safe for human inhalation, can be profoundly toxic to felines. Their bodies simply lack the specific enzymes required to metabolize certain compounds found in ubiquitous winter fragrances like cinnamon, pine, or eucalyptus. When inhaled, these tiny particles accumulate within their delicate physiological system, causing irritation to the lungs, potential damage to the liver, and triggering subtle allergies that frequently evade detection. You might notice your cat sneezing more frequently, engaging in excessive nose licking, or conspicuously avoiding rooms with strong odors. These are clear warning signs. Even natural or eco-friendly products can contain essential oils that are detrimental when dispersed within confined indoor environments. The most prudent and safest approach is to choose entirely unscented candles crafted from natural soy or beeswax, or to use feline-friendly air purifiers instead. Your home can still feel comforting and welcoming, without inadvertently jeopardizing your cherished cat's well-being. 5. You're cranking up the heat without adding moisture. Have you ever noticed your cat exhibiting a noticeable decrease in water consumption once the heating system becomes active? Most owners believe that this simply means their cat is perfectly content, but this assumption is, in fact, far from the reality. When you significantly increase the indoor temperature in winter, the ambient air within your home becomes markedly dry. That dry air actively extracts moisture from every available source, including your cat's skin, nose, and lungs. And since cats already possess an inherently low natural thirst drive, that imperceptible yet cumulative loss of hydration silently accrues day after day. Over time, it leads to more concentrated urine, places undue strain on their kidneys, and significantly elevates the risk of developing painful urinary tract infections, often without presenting a single overt symptom. At first, you might only notice them making fewer trips to the litter tray or lingering in its vicinity for longer durations than is typical. That's merely their bodies striving valiantly to compensate for an internal imbalance. The fix is simple, yet remarkably powerful. Reintroduce vital moisture back into their world. Use a high-quality humidifier in your primary living space, and place multiple cat-specific water fountains strategically placed throughout your home. This effectively incentivizes your cat to increase their water intake. Avoid overly relying on dry kibble, and whenever you can, opt for wet food served gently warm to body temperature. That small change alone can effectively restore optimal hydration and safeguard their vital kidney function during the dry months ahead. 6. You're misattributing genuine pain to mere winter lethargy. Have you been telling yourself your cat is simply feeling more weary due to the winter season? That they're sleeping more, moving slower, and remaining settled in one spot for longer, because the colder weather naturally encourages more rest for all? Here's what many owners unfortunately overlook. Cats are consummate masters at concealing discomfort or pain. And in winter, when everything slows down, it becomes even easier for them to more effectively mask the internal struggles they are enduring. The apparent laziness you're observing could very well be the exacerbation of arthritis due to the cold, kidney strain resulting from insidious dehydration, or pronounced joint stiffness stemming from reduced activity and the gradual onset of weight gain. Cats rarely display overt limping or vocalize their discomfort with cries of pain. Instead, they simply reduce their overall movement. They might remain settled in a single spot for extended periods. They exhibit hesitation before attempting a jump. They consciously avoid using stairs. And because it unfolds incrementally, owners mistakenly perceive it as a normal aspect of aging or seasonality. But it's categorically not normal. It's their inherent method of safeguarding themselves from unseen internal pain. Remain vigilant for these crucial warning signs. Increased time spent near the litter tray, a noticeable reduction in grooming habits, moving stiffly upon waking, or actively avoiding interactions they once sought out.